So the last question for the night. Okay, how do you advertise 3 projects at the same time on your handle, and how do you deal with that confusing your audience? Well, is this possible? Yes, you can be a brand ambassador for 3 different products, right? But then before you take up a client, there should be a sync with what you do. Now, the person asked this question now. Are you online now? So I need you to. Okay. I have a question for you. What's the question again, Seb? Now, okay, now the first of all, the businesses you want to advertise. I want to understand where is this, you want to use your personal handle to advertise this project, or what exactly do you have in mind? You can unmute yourself and talk, or you can type in the box. Okay, you want to use your personal handle to advertise. Now, for you to before you start using your personal handle to advertise, it means you've grown your following to actually bring engagement. Now, people that are brand ambassadors, the first thing they do is to grow their following. If you're going to be a brand ambassador on LinkedIn, LinkedIn is one of the easiest places to be a brand ambassador, because to grow your account on LinkedIn is super easy. Like, after it's easier than growing your Instagram account or growing your Twitter account. Like, the algorithms are super friendly. So let's say you want to be a brand ambassador like Oche Wright or Emmanuel Madoka. These are the people that use their brands to market other people's products. Can you do 3 products? Yes, but how do you do it? This other guy too. There's this guy Chinedu Ike something too. That's another person I've seen at market. How they do it? They do it by content marketing, by storytelling. But first of all, they grew their account to over 10,000, over 15,000. Now, it's very easy to grow your account to 10,000, 15,000. Just practice every single thing I already taught in about 2 videos on my YouTube channel. I talked about how to grow your account. I've been talking about it on my LinkedIn handle. Practice all those things. I'm sure you will add several followers every single day if you do that. Engage on big accounts. Leave a comment under people that commented on those big accounts. Follow some persons yourself. Show up twice a day. Make content twice a day. I'm not talking about content. Then your content have very great hooks. Hooks are the first sentences, opening sentences in your content that you post. If your hooks are not great, people won't open your content to read it. Because when someone types something, the first 3 lines shows, and then you now see read more or see more. And if your hook is not like engaging, so you have to know how to write great hooks that will help you. So your impressions, make sure you grow your impression. Like last month, my target for last month's impression was 10,000, and I achieved 22,000 at the end of the month. So I doubled my target. Impressions is the number of times people saw your post. So I did over 200% of my target. My target was to do 10,000 on LinkedIn, and I did 22,000. And the target is by December, I should be having 100,000 impressions. That's the target. And then let's say the target will now be 500,000. That means more persons see my post. That means more results for me. And in 6 months, that would have already converted to a lot of money for me. So we're talking about compounding results here. So if you're going to do brand ambassadorship for products, you can do more than 3 at once. People are doing it on LinkedIn, but how do you do it? You grow your account first, and it's not hard to do on LinkedIn. In a month, you can get up to 1,000 followers in a month. So if you grow your account, if you get to 1,000, you can start trying out to become a brand ambassador. Start trying out to market people's products, and in order to do that, you should leverage content marketing. And how do you do it? You know how to tell stories around those people's products. Don't make it look like you're selling a product. If you look at Emmanuel Maduka, if you look at Ocherite, if you look at what's his name? Chinedu, if I find his name, I think I'm going to, if you need the name, I can send it to you. I can find his name on LinkedIn and I send it to you. If you look at those people, you see how they tell their stories. They don't start like, when you're reading the story, you don't have the feel that they're about to market a product to you. It's until the end they tell you, they not introduce the product they want to talk about. They don't make it look like they're selling for the selling. You know, it's like saying you want to talk about Airtel now. You not say without data, your phone is just a mobile phone. Data is a fuel of a smartphone because data gives you access to the internet. You know, you don't talk and talk. You can even talk about the one day you had a challenge with your data, yada yada yada, and then I'll not be like, okay, which is why you enjoy so and so bundle from Airtel. You've told your story and let people to that without sounding like you're selling. So that is how you can do that. I hope I was able to answer your question.
Yes, ma. But do I need to? Should I say like? Is it if I don't know, sure, but I've not seen people that handle up to like three products that they market because do
Take,
they like make posts, ma?
that's why I said take people. People have you seen Ocherite? I know that he got this brand ambassadorship. Take even this guy, Peter Bo Ebuka. Peter Bo Ebuka
Yeah.
does this for Utiva. He does for I think there's another one he does. The point is, of course, you can start with one, right? And do max 2 or max 3. But it's how you present it that matters. Like you don't sound like you're selling.
Okay.
Do you get the storytelling? In
Yes.
storytelling, you're not selling. It's not copywriting, right? In storytelling,
Mm-mm.
you don't sound like you're selling. You're telling a story. Now, let me share my screen. I think you had last question, so I think I can spare a little bit of time. Okay, I'm going to post their links here. So, let me share my screen at this point. Can you see my screen?
Yes, ma.
Okay. Now, load ready. This answer doesn't like you. Let me type Emmanuel. I think Emmanuel Ndoka. Leave my phone and be getting these things. My system has decided to be slow with this network. Let me type in the names in chat box. Get them from my phone. Okay, so Emmanuel. Okay, Emmanuel Ndoka. Emmanuel Ndoka. This Emmanuel Ndoka is an undergraduate too. But if you follow him, you will catch energy. This guy is not even 25 years old. Like, how is it 25? Is it up 21, Seth? He's a very young guy, but his energy is like crazy. And his drive. And he has mad engagement on his hand, like 6,000 likes on his account. I know his age is also a factor. I know my network is misbehaving, but I'm sending the name. I hope you guys can see the name. Let me just get the. I wish I'm able to share my screen from my laptop. Nothing is loading from this end. Chinedu Junior Ihe Kwaba. Let me type it. Chinedu Junior Ihe Kwaba. Yeah, so then we already know what she writes. And then we now know that most are people that have Tabo. So these are people that use content, right? Content marketing to sell. Now, let me use, I don't know, I wish I could share my screen right now. It's not even loading. So hello. Sorry about that. It's not even loading. But let me.
We already have their names. We can search them.
Okay. All right, that's fine. So if you look at Oche Wright, under his experience, if he added that he's doing. Network is not liking me today. Okay, it's even added there. So Seki app is like the recent. He's majored this thing now. But let me go to someone that is doing for plenty people. That's Peter Abo. Peter Abo is doing for. He's doing for. There was this other company. There were about how many companies I saw. So you can check him out and check out their what they post. You can track their. I can start. You can even see their hooks. Learn from their hooks. Like I said, the hooks is the first line, first sentence that opens you to your content. See now, Nobelum. See Nobelum. See, he's also a brand influencer for African Energy Council. He's one for Nobelum and lead marketer for Nigerian operations in Link Education. These are about three companies. And then he's a founder for Higher Right. And once he just it switches them, right? Like I said, it's in the story you tell, not exactly in you sounding like you're selling. You are teaching that, which means that your content each time must pass a value. It's like saying you want to teach people 3 ways to do this. If you're doing 3 ways to do this, 4 ways to do this, but eventually it leads them to click on the product you're marketing. So people are learning, people are coming to come and learn from you, but at the end of the day, they still see the product you're marketing. Are you understand do you get what I'm saying? Do you get?
Yes, ma'am.
Like,
yes, ma'am.
Have you seen YouTube influencers? YouTube influencers, they don't just market one product, right? There's always one new product they're talking about, right? They're giving a product review. But then YouTube is different. LinkedIn is different. On LinkedIn, you're telling a story. You are giving people value. So they're getting the value, and they're also, if you're marketing a product, so give me an example of a product. Let me give you an example. Let me just so I can round up. Let's summarize.
Like a phone.
A phone. So what exactly is the unique? What's the unique features of the phone?
Plenty storage system.
Plenty storage.
Yes.
Have you seen adverts?
Quality
Do you watch
camera.
adverts? Okay. Do you watch adverts? Do you watch some kind of adverts? Do you watch adverts? If you're a writer, you also learn to be very observant to things like adverts. When you are watching all this, if you're on Go TV now, you're watching a program.
Okay, yes.
Yeah. If you're watching, of course, I'm not a fan of BB Niger, but that means BB Niger, for example, they are sponsors, right? They have sponsors and they have adverts. If you listen to adverts, don't just enjoy the advert. Listen to the story the advert sells you, right? Look at this gold. Is it Gouda? Is it good? It was not Gouda. What was that? He said they talk about black. Black is this. Black is beautiful. Black. I'm like, black is just. It doesn't even. You place black in a black place, it doesn't even, they'll say black shines the brightest. They're telling you a
Is
story
it
and they already make you think
Coca-Cola?
it's not Coca-Cola. It's not Coca-Cola. It's not, it's an alcohol, it's alcoholic drink. Guinness, yeah. This small
Okay,
stout. Small this last
okay.
small stout, yeah. It's a black shines the brightest. You're already thinking, how does black shine the brightest? Black does not shine. Because some people like black as a color, right? But they've already made you start
Yes.
thinking. And then anytime you see Gouda, sorry, Guinness, that's small stout. You start looking at it and say, okay. It's already configuring your mindset. Now, what these people do, people like these names I gave out here now, what they do is that they give you value, you get value, but at the end of the day, it leads you to. So if you're saying a phone now, right? You tell a story with a phone. For example, why do people enjoy camera? Why do people enjoy snapping a lot of pictures, right? So you can tell to share an experience.
Okay.
So it's all in the story. But at the end of the day, people are either laughing. Your content is either making people laugh, make them think. You're either educating them or you're informing them. Not just come and start listing features. People are not buying features of a phone. They're buying the emotion. Never forget, this should be at the back of your mind. They're buying the emotion, not the phone, not the features of the phone. Of course, what they get is the features of the phone, but they're buying how the phone makes them feel. Why do you think people buy iPhone? It's not just about
Camera.
yeah, but camera is a feature. But what does the camera really, really gives them? They snap amazing picture. So it's not is the feel of having an amazing picture, not the camera. I don't know if you get the difference.
Okay. Yes.
There's a difference in the feeling. Like I snap, if you compare a picture snap and an iPhone and a regular Android phone,
Okay.
there's a difference. It's not the camera. You're not selling the added. The camera came with this. The camera came with this. Camera came with that. You're not selling features. At the end of the day, people just read your text and go away. It's in the feeling. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
I don't know if this makes saying that made a lot of any sense at all, but like just like people, why do you think people keep on going for alcohol? At the end of the day, it's in the feeling.
Yeah. Okay.
You get.
Yes, ma'am. But is it possible to like make the post for the three products? Let me say I'm selling a phone, a, a an edible item, and maybe one other random item on the same day, or should I split them in different days? But then I don't know if it's going to make one
You
to
can
lose.
you can do them on separate days. Do you get? What you should do
Okay.
is take out and study how these people write and how it eventually it leads you up to the product. Do you
Okay.
get?
Yes, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
You just never sound like you're selling. That's the most important thing. Sound like
Okay.
you're just like you gave them a good story and then you recommended a product for them. Never sound like you're selling.
Okay.
Like saying, oh, the other day, oh, I had a very, very, very crazy day today. I was stuck in Lagos traffic and I just didn't know what to do. I just stepped out to buy something and then I'm stuck here for over 1 hour just to buy something across the street. That should have taken me like 5 minutes. No, people that have been in other traffic will start relating with you. Do you get? Their mind's already
Mm,
tuning to it, right?
yeah.
And then I decided to take record sessions. I can't allow this time to waste. So I turned on my iPhone camera. I started taking moments, recording moments, random moments for my TikTok handle. And thank God I'm using the latest iPhone. These features, latest features made it so amazing. What you just did, you just sold a product though. But you just sold an iPhone
Yeah.
product, but you made people start feeling like, okay, wow, you're able to maximize your time in the traffic. You directed, but oh, are you serious? This iPhone is out. That's what they're making them think. Wow, so you had that features. I will try it out next time. You're already making them think, right? And then I
Yes,
say,
ma'am.
okay, maybe you're offering a discount. And just guess what? while I was checking out my phone, I just realized that they were offering this. I saw a discount somewhere, and they're offering so and so discount. And immediately I sent it to my friend because she said, "You told them a story. What they are seeing is a story, and they will take the action, not because you sold features, but because they can relate to your experience." Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
And for each of that's what's going to separate each of these products. So you can do 3 different products. It's not going to be like as if you're selling 2 different products, leaving your people confused. Just make sure that if you're, like I said, the kind of writing you do, make sure it still fits into your niche. That's the most important thing.
Okay.
I don't know if this made any sense to you.
Yes, it did. It made plenty sense.
Yeah.
Thank you,
So
ma'am.
all right, and I hope that solved the problem, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So this other person said, okay, I think I'm gonna have to do another video for that. Let me just pause this recording.